Hey y'all, so I recently bought a couple of new eyeshadow primers because the ones that I have been using, they just didn't work. Either they worked at first and they quit working, or they just never worked from the beginning. So anyway, I picked up this one along with another one, so I decided to review those for y'all. And first of all, I have extremely oily eyelids. I didn't always have really oily eyelids, but anyways, now I do. And so most eyeshadow primers don't work for me. Usually what I'll have to do is use a cream shadow. But, you know, just typical eyeshadow primers don't work for me. They crease and just don't last very long at all. But there was a couple of new ones. Well, one of them isn't really new. I think they just changed the packaging and gave it a new name, which is the one I'm about to talk about right now. And I didn't really think it was going to work, but I'm like, you know what, I gotta give it a shot because I'm always, you know, trying out new primers just to see if there's actually one out there that does work for really oily eyelids like what I have. So I picked up this one from Walmart, and it is called the Magic De-Crease Eyelid Primer from L'Oreal, and this is the new name and package. I think before it had just been called De-Crease, but then they threw the magic part in there, I guess to try to, I don't know why, but they changed the name. But apparently that's the only thing they changed. They didn't change like the formula or anything like that. I didn't try it before they reformulated. This is my first time trying a primer from L'Oreal, so I don't know. But anyway, like I said, I had a feeling this probably wasn't going to work just because, you know, I'm very like not too optimistic when it comes to primers, but I gave it a shot. This was like $8, and the bottle is 0.19 fluid ounces, so just a little tube like that. It's the exact same size as one of the e.l.f. eyelid primers that I have. Yeah, exact same size if you're curious. But anyway, this was about $7.58 at Walmart. It will be going back because this is really bad. I used it and my eyeshadow was creased within probably about 3 hours. And, you know, it wasn't really a surprise, but usually primers hold up a little longer than that. Like, this is probably one of the worst ones I've tried. So I definitely would say that if you have really oily eyelids like I do, then don't even bother trying with the L'Oreal De-Crease. The only thing I didn't try is I didn't try it underneath a cream shadow. Like, I didn't apply this and then apply a cream shadow on top. But I just didn't even bother because I'm like, it's probably still going to crease, you know, or fade or whatever. And so I'm taking this back to Walmart stat because it doesn't work. It would probably work for you if you really don't have oily lids or, you know, anything like that. Also, something else I didn't like about it, it's one of those primers that kind of leave like a cast or a shadow. It doesn't blend into your skin completely clear. So I'm just going to put a little dot of it on. Oh, and it does have a little sponge tip applicator, by the way, which I don't really like those either, because I feel that it puts out too much, it applies too much product, is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, this is a little dot of it on my hand, and then when you rub it out, can't even really see it, but it leaves like a white kind of residue look. So you have to be really careful where you place it, because if you have darker skin, it's going to show. Like, you can't just rub it all over your eye, you know, and not have to worry about it. It's like going to show wherever you rub it. So you either have to make sure you only put it exactly where you want the shadow to cover it, or you're going to be able to see it. Because the first day I wore it, I went a little bit outside of, you know, my eye area, and you could tell. So, you know, not a good look. But anyway, that's kind of all I had to say about the Magic De-Crease. Another thing is, it is on the thicker side. I don't know if you can tell just by looking at the this little piece on the tip, but it is definitely more thicker, like creamy. It's not really silicone-y, silky like some primers. It's definitely on the thicker side, so something else to keep in mind. But yeah, that is pretty much it. And if you have any questions or anything, let me know, and I will talk to y'all later.